Hi, my name is Janaea Hens. This is my Persuasive Speech, Fine Arts Matters. Here are my note cards. According to an article by Jen McDonald in 2008, 80% of schools have experienced budget cuts due to new laws and academic requirements. Schools have struggled with funding for years, but in recent years, laws like the No Child Left Behind law and the big push for standardized testing have potentially contributed to budget cuts across the nation as they redirect money to other departments to meet these expectations and standards they're being assigned. Unfortunately, the fine arts programs are usually the cost of these financial redirections. Today, I'll explain why the value of fine arts in high school and why the opinion against fine arts should be changed and why fine arts should be valued by reviewing both sides of the argument. For years, people have seen fine arts in a negative light, or have put all aspects of fine arts into one basket. This could also be known as them being deemed electives rather than core subjects. Fine arts has played a role in my life since I was little. I would like to think that it played a role in shaping who I am and who I am yet to become. It saddens me when I see how music is seen as disposable in the face of budget cuts. In an article by Arts and Music, they explain how the popular stance is that music education is not a necessity. It is an altogether frivolous and impractical enterprise. The fact that the previous quote stated referred to music as an enterprise in regards to American education shows how the effects of new laws and expectations have shielded the fine arts from being viewed as beneficial to being seen as financial. The arts should be viewed as an investment in adolescent development. In an interview with my sister Jalen Hens, a music education major at Ball State, she states how she feels fine arts is something that connects students and communities together, and that by eliminating this link you are doing a disservice because there are so many non-financial benefits fine arts can have on a student. It's important to remember for every person who votes against fine arts being essential, there will always be a person voting for fine arts and for a creative future for the adolescents of tomorrow. After highlighting the opposing opinion, I will now explain the reasons why I'm advocating for the value of fine arts to be reevaluated in terms of high school education. Fine arts should be viewed as a resource rather than an expense. Plato once stated, "I would teach children music, physics, and philosophy, but most importantly, I teach music. Music patterns and all the arts are the keys to learning." I couldn't agree with this quote more. Fine arts contributes to the three aspects of learning. Learning is defined as the acquisition of knowledge through study, experience, and being taught. Fine arts provides the experience, and this experience can be viewed as an outlet. These outlets are not as seen as important as they really are. These outlets allow for self-expression, stress relief, relationship building, and motivation for academic success. Schools are under a lot of pressure from new laws and new expectations. So, as a result, the fine arts programs have been pushed aside. In a 2020 Common Core article, the writers state, "Fine arts actually makes kids smarter." Numerous studies, including one by UCLA's professor James Catterall, states that regular participation in fine arts programs causes a rise in SAT scores by 91 points. It also improves cerebral hemisphere correlation. I mentioned how music is seen as disposable. The thought is also addressed in the same article where the writer states, "The designation of elective implies that music, theater, painting, and all other arts are disposable. But can you imagine a world without them?" Didn't think so. Fine arts improves brain function. It sparks electricity in your brain and helps you think better. Fine arts allows improvement in social function as well. You make connections with people you never thought you'd meet. Fine arts is seen as a marvel in my community, just as sports is. The same people that show love for the state championships and are rowdy in the stands are the same people that are anticipating going to the fall play, the winter musical, the next orchestra concert, and even the next dance recital. In a 2015 article by Dave Dickinson, he states, "The community that has a successful football and basketball team is equal to the identity of the community, and cutting those programs is the same as cutting the heart out of the community. So fine arts is often an easy victim." This quote resonates with me because in my hometown, losing a fine arts program would be just as devastating as losing a sporting program. Sports show just as much benefit as fine arts. Both are beneficial, but fine arts is the one deemed as disposable due to it being entertainment. Schools can be a burden in a matter of seconds. Without fine arts, how would kids be able to release their anxiety and tension after a long, grueling day of bookwork, paperwork, and homework? Whether positive or negative views on the importance of and values of fine arts in schools are there, it is important to understand that art affects everyone. Fine arts has impacted my life, motivated me through school. The art and my appreciation for it has made me who is standing before you today. Academics became easier once fine arts programs became available to me. After looking at both sides, I hope I opened your eyes and a window to reevaluate your view on fine arts. Even if I didn't change your mind, I hope I gave you something to think about. In my opinion, fine arts is not a department. Fine arts is a family.